I want to give everyone a quick update again here at the end of this week. I'm happy to say that there hasn't been any positive results in the tests. We've confirmed negatives, so that's a good thing. And I want to keep encouraging people to come forward and approach our health center and our on-call nurses. I'll give you that telephone number again, 705-690-8971, 705-690-8971, and let the nurses know if you have any symptoms. Testing is a good thing. That way we'll be able to provide some services to our community members and provide that approach of love to each one of our community members. So continuing to urge you to come forward, and if it's recommended that from our nurses for you to proceed to the assessment center, they will do an assessment and go forward with testing. So I'm encouraging everyone to continue to do that. Continue to maintain your physical distancing, continue to wash your hands, and to stay the course. Let's keep doing our parts. I also want to thank our staff for coordinating the parade of vehicles through town to provide that encouragement to all of our healthcare professionals and the nursing home staff, the PSWs, the nurses, director of care, administrators, as well as the residents of the nursing home, because as you know, they've been that facility has been on lockdown since March the 12th. So way over a month now where they've been in lockdown, and definitely a lot of emotions from people seeing their loved ones sitting outside and watching the vehicle traffic come by, providing them that encouragement. So let's keep doing that kind of stuff, and let's continue encouraging all the people that are working on assisting our community in this time. I also want to say that I've received a message from an individual that still wishes to remain anonymous, but wants to share a message with the community in regards to the testing process and their experience with it. So I'm going to read that verbatim, and they themselves, that whenever they feel comfortable, they'll begin to share that with the community at their own given time. But they wanted me to share a message with you, and I will provide the written message onto this post later on today. But I will read it to you here so that you get to hear some of the words that were shared with me to share with the community. So these are their words. So I want to share with my community, Wequamco, my experience of being one community member who has been tested for COVID-19. Firstly, my test results are negative, and thankfully my prayers have been answered. But the feelings of fear, anxiety, guilt, remorse were far too real and emotionally and mentally painful. I thought I was pretty diligent in social distancing. I'm pretty sure some can relate. I hadn't left Wiki since before March break, staying in Wiki, seeing only a select few family members, shopping local, not being hyper vigilant, but vigilant enough, right? Then I came across an article with all the symptoms to watch for, and I had only one symptom. Plus, I suffer from allergies, so add that to the potential symptoms. At this point, I'm thinking I'll be screened out, but I should call in anyway. So I do, and I met the screening criteria, and I was not ready for that. My heart sank, and my anxiety went up. I went and got tested. The waiting time for my result was the longest 3 days ever. The swab itself is so uncomfortable and painful, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone, especially our precious children. They stick a big long Q-tip deep in your nasal cavity, then swirl it around, and it hurts. Then there's the guilt and shame of doing the contact tracing and thinking of all the potential people that could be at risk because I spent time with family or went to our local stores for groceries and gas. Letting them know and not knowing the right way to tell them was hard and scary as hell. Then all the what ifs. What if my test is positive? How many people would I have affected? Where did I get it from? And how many people were already affected? What if I get sick? Who will take care of my family? And what if I die? I'm thankful for the prayers, love, and support I received. I already felt scared and shitty that love and support is what I really needed. These are my real feelings. I'm a real person living here in Wikwemkong, a person who is kind, loving, smart, no ill intentions to hurt anyone. I'm a mother, a daughter, an aunt, a friend, a cousin, a coworker. A positive result would have had a detrimental impact on all of my relations, all of them. I wanted to share this hoping that it creates awareness. It was a huge eye-opener for me, the thought of the potential ramifications that a positive test result in our community can have and how quickly it can spread. COVID does not discriminate, and if we think we are not susceptible, we are wrong. We also need to prepare in how we as individuals and as a community as a whole respond and prepare for a positive result. How can we help those affected? I cannot stress enough to show love, kindness, and support. We also really need to evaluate our daily activities. Do we really need to go to Andy's more than once a week? Can we designate one shopper? Do we really need to order those items online? Also, keep track of your activities. Mark on your calendars of days you went out and where you went. This helps with contact tracing. Reevaluate our self-isolation circles and make a pact with your family, your crew, to your commitment to self-isolate. I want to give a huge shout out and miigwech to the Wiki Health Center COVID response staff who were quick to follow up, offer supports and daily check-ins with such kindness and care. Praying that we can keep COVID out of our beautiful community of Wikwemkong. We are all in this together, and let's do our part to stay safe and stay healthy. So I want to thank the individual for coming forward and offering those words with real experience of going through the testing process, because they themselves were not sure, because this COVID is it is a dangerous disease, dangerous virus. Some of the symptoms are very mild and some are very severe. So we do need to take the advice that's offered from this individual, and I think that as we go forward, many more will begin to share their stories, because that's they only want the best for our community, and they want to make sure that we all work on these things together and that we all support each other, regardless of who gets tested and regardless of who gets tested positive. So I think that we do need to continue to love each other, check on your neighbors, make sure that people are well, and continue to offer that support that you're going to be there for every single community member that lives here in Wikwemkong. So I want to say miigwech to this individual, and I do want to thank all of our staff that are doing their part right now to assist our community in minimizing the spread of COVID-19 into not only our community but surrounding areas. So I want to say miigwech to everyone, and we will check in again when we have time to provide another report. Miigwech, bama pi mina kagnon.